And welcome back. John Peters here with you. Fourth game of the day here at field number 8. As we see the Team Chicago squad coming out, and they'll be taking on the ASA Coyotes out of Maryland. So Illinois and Maryland. Watching to see here the colors of these two squads. Team Chicago looks like they're in the yellow jerseys with the navy blue or blue number. Trying to work our way back here. We'll get you the starters here in just a moment. A quick turnaround here from the previous game, so still trying to get things in order. Ball picked up in the back there by Mikos. Mikos now in the back. Back left, sends it back again. Ball the back right mid. That's number 24. That's Nicole Mondi, future Purdue player. Ball up the side, midfield. Once again, you have the Team Chicago Academy, 98 Elite out of Illinois. They're in the yellow jerseys with blue numbers and blue shorts, blue socks. And to make it a little more confusing, you have the all blue jerseys with white numbers for the ASA Coyotes out of Maryland. Head coach Kevin Layton, head coach of the Elite Team Chicago. As the ball comes in, it'll go behind the goal. Head coach there, Dave Loverchek, out of Aurora, Illinois. We'll try to give you some more rundown. Starters here for Team Chicago. And the defensive spot, as we mentioned, Ali Mikos. Sam Sample will be the keeper wearing number 2. She's got an orange jersey on. You've got Kraus, Ruiz, Maris, Schoolman, Mondi, Hillman, Bombasino, King, and there may be one other starter we'll pick up as we go along. As we are watching closely here, the match as it begins. When the ball gets back in the midfield again, we'll give it a ball that's crossed behind the goal, and that'll give us an opportunity to give you the starters for the Coyotes out of Maryland. In Texas, you say Coyotes. We're still going to say Coyotes because I don't think any of us are from Texas. And I'm looking at the two teams, Maryland and Illinois. You aren't either. So the Coyotes, ASA out of Maryland, Region 1 champs. That ball coming forward. Ball now bounding around. We'll have a 45-minute half, about 22 and a half minutes before a water break, as there's some cloud cover today, but the heat's still there. Cloud cover seemingly making it more of a sauna than before, and the little breeze isn't helping a whole lot. Ball down left. Ball sent into Singer. So this team not only features Kat Stevens, but also Haley Singer. And that'll be a little source of conversation as we go through this match. As we go, the starters for the Coyotes. And the number 4 is Sabrina Doherty. You also have Comer, Wilson, Emma Anderson, Jermino Watnick, Hannah Warner. She is wearing number 17 and is in goal. Also, we have Dina Da Silva, Lindsay Whitkind, Haley Bicknell, Taylor Bennett, Bolu, Madeline, and Drew Kesterman. Ball out in the middle. I'll give you more names and info as we go along. Ball worked around. Coyotes trying to get something going here, but Team Chicago making it tough in the midfield. Ball cleared out by the Chicago defense. Now worked around deep. Ball on the backside, worked around. Back line of the Coyotes, the Maryland squad, working around. Now here's a good play, bringing it back up. That's number 7, Emma Anderson, sending it in, and chasing it down is Jermino Watnick. Jermino Watnick. Now this Team Chicago team looks to be very tall, and we'll try to give you the standings right now for this particular set. And get this, folks, this group, every team has 1 win, 1 loss, and no draws. 1-1-0, and Team Chicago is actually on top by virtue of a couple of things. Goal 4, they have the exact number of points, of course. Goal 4 is 6 goal against 3, so a differential of 3. The Coyotes with 2 for, 2 against, a goal differential at 0. So ball in the top of the box. So by virtue of the goal differential right now, Team Chicago would be the first seed. So these matches today of ultimate importance and a good shot, good chance. There may be some, if there's some draws here today, there will be even further tiebreakers. Ball sent forward. Taylor Bennett now working it in. There's a shot blocked away. Let's see if it's a corner. It is. Goes off the pitch and it goes off the end line. Taylor Bennett is hustling down there, number 25. Actually, that was 27, Madeline Beaulieu. 25 is Taylor Bennett. And coming over to set the ball down and put it in play will be Dina Da Silva. Da Silva will be playing it with the left foot, so she has to clear a few of the remaining fans out of the way. Puts it in, little in-swinger there, and a lot of contact, shot that goes wide. And there was a lot of pressure inside, and you saw the keeper in there as Sample really had some traffic she had to deal with. Ball to the outside, that's Kraus. Kraus sends it on up, Mikos. Mikos forward, taken away by the Coyotes. Coyotes at the edge, right on the line, still on the line. We got a foul call there. Let's see if we can give you the names of our officials here. In the middle is Joseph Salimas. Side is Taylor Bomboski. One we just got as we were hustling, Rishon and Alejandro Aguilera. Might be able to get you that other name here before the second half. Rishon is all we know right now. Ball cleared away. Nice ball there, a long ball. See who's going to be there, first one to get to it. Warner looks like she'll come out and punch it into her team. The Coyotes. Warner in the red jersey. Good differentiation there. A nice ball taken away there by Beaulieu. She'll work it in. Take it to her right. She's fighting hard and taken down. And the foul called on Beaulieu from pushing on the defender. Madeline Beaulieu, from player at Canisius University. Thinking they are maybe the Griffin or something of that nature, maybe the Lions. Wish we had Twitter here available. Some of you folks could tweet and let me know. But Beaulieu, a player there at Canisius up in the state of New York. Working forward now, it's going to be number 18. That's Maris. On the back line now, controlled by the Coyotes. One of those players helping out. Number 5 is Comer. And another whistle. So far, we've had a pretty good whistle fest here. Working that ball on the back line. Hard to give you numbers here from the defense from this vantage point. You see up in the middle there, number 6 ready for it is Amanda Wilson. Now ball sent forward. Hustling in is Hermina Watnick. Stayed on side. Big defender in the back is Jordan King, number 84. Actually, she looks like she's possibly in the midfield, but playing back toward the defenders. Also out in the midfield there, Jasmine Ruiz. Be a toss in for Team Chicago. Ball sent forward left side. Good opportunity here for Team Chicago. Ball sent in low. Still there. Ball deflected and still in play. Rolling around out toward the corner. Let's see what the result is. And, of course, there's a whistle. Let's see what we've got. Official right on top of it. Looks like it'll be a Team Chicago free kick right there. And this will be a ball that has tremendous potential. It's a quick kick, however, and brought in now. It cleared away. Nice job by the defense. They spotted the fact that it was not going to be a set play. They just set the ball down and made a quick move on it. Defense reacting quickly. I think they acted probably quicker than the offensive players. Looked like they were stunned and stayed where they were on the back post. That'll be a corner. Another opportunity here, Team Chicago. Team Chicago once again coached by Dave Lovercheck out of Aurora, Illinois. The Maryland squad coached by Kevin Layton. Here's a ball up high, batted away briefly by the keeper in there, Warner, and it will go out of play. Looks like it'll be a throw-in for Chicago. Chicago Academy, 98 Elite. Once again, there will be a water break halfway through the 45-minute half. About 22 minutes in or so, we'll take about a 2-minute break, 2 or 3 minutes. Each player has the opportunity to come over and get some water. Also, coaches obviously take a minute or two to encourage the players, talk to them a little bit, maybe some strategizing as well. Trying to move the ball forward here, and now Team Chicago will take it the other way, working with it back there, number 10, Ruiz. Working it out to the side, and it will slip across the line. It was Mikos trying to work with it. Mikos out of Lewis University, graduated in 2016, already attending then. Sample, the keeper, University of Illinois, Fighting Illini. Ball down the line, headed. Flicked it back. Let's see if the Coyotes can get something going here. They got a couple players flashing across, but the defense there, good quick feet to break it up. Ball working down the left side. Number 54 working it across is Alyssa Bombasino out of Marquette University. A commitment to Marquette University, let's put it that way. Mikos. Send it down toward the corner now, trying to turn the corner. Working it back, it'll go out. So it'll be a throw in, not too far from the corner. Always fun to watch the coaches, their interaction not only with the players and the referees, but talking to themselves half the time as well. And backing off, here's the throw in, a short one. Right back. Ball sent in, Warner secures it now. She'll get the chance to punt it out of there. We've had a stiff breeze throughout this week. It seems right now to have settled down. Maybe there's actually very little, if any, and not good for the temperature. Not too helpful either. There comes a little bit of a breeze. Toasty Frisco, Texas at the Toyota Soccer Center. We're on field number 8. Obviously, you can check out all the latest info, usyouthsoccer.org, as you're watching the action here. We appreciate that. Got a great seat. You got the bird's eye view. That ball punted deep. Let's see if anybody's there to chase it. Not really, just kind of a giveaway there. So here comes the back line working forward with the Coyotes. Was a quick turnaround between these two matches, the last two matches. And officials ready to go. Appreciate them holding off just a second to get some of the starters recorded. Ball sent back in. There's Jermino Wadnick. Great ball handler. Also working with it is number 44, Bicknell. Watnick now gets a little space. She turns it. See if she can get a foot on it. There's a shot, but it's going to be a little bit too far out. Didn't get enough on that one. Sample scoops it up and brings it forward. Maybe she's wearing the orange for the University of Illinois. Ball, man, worked around. Keegan Maris, Valparaiso. Valparaiso up there in that Chicago area, northern Indiana, near Lake Michigan. Ball on the far side. That'll be a toss in for Chicago. Chicago now looking for the options. Here comes the toss. It's brought in now at midfield. Bombasino works it back, lining it up. Putting it in deep, high ball, wind pushing it a little bit. What little wind there is blowing from right to left. We've seen that be a pretty big good impact throughout this competition here on this field 8, but today not quite so much. Now coming the other way, there's a long ball. Let's see who can get to it. It's a foot race coming in. It's going to be a clearing pass out of there from Sample. That ball being chased by Emma Anderson out of Columbia University. On the defensive slot was Krause, University of Iowa. We'll keep saying the universities for a while anyway. Ball down in the corner. Now Warner will send it out far side. The defense working it back. A little time of possession here. One of those players in the back looks like Kesterman. Actually, no, that's 25, Taylor Bennett. We mentioned her earlier. Now they send it over to the far side. Send it out. Deep ball. Let's see if they're chasing it down. Yeah, coming down there. Nice hustle. And I see a flag is up over there, so that's what happened. The ball is out of play. It'll be a throw in right in that area. Here we go. That was probably Kesterman on that far side, Georgetown University. With the Hoyas. Ball sent to the near side. Mikos going up against Bicknell. Ball sent forward and a little space. Ball sent out toward the middle of the pitch. Out of the far side. Defense with a lot of control in the back and not a lot of pressure here from the Team Chicago players. They may just be holding back a little bit. Now there's a little pressure applied. That was Alyssa Bombasino, who's had a couple of goals in this competition. Kat Stevens also with a couple of goals, not starting here in this match. Ball bounding around. Oh, big fall there by number 9, that's Krause. Went down awkwardly, but she's right back up. Follow up here as working through Kesterman. Sends it back to Bicknell. There's Gerbino Watnick. She'll take it in. Nice ball across. It'll be scooped up in there by Sample. She goes to the ground to secure it, and everybody has to back off. Pressure is applied by the Coyotes here. Anytime ball touched by one of Team Chicago, there's somebody coming in to put some pressure. No subs in yet. These ladies working hard, and long way to go here, not only in this match, but possibly, and they hope, the semifinals on Saturday, and then the finals will take place Sunday morning. Whistle behind us on the other field. Almost loud enough to stop play. Ball up top. It'll be dropped down, and there will be a kick. Looks like it'll be a throw in from the side. Let's see if you have someone who can throw it a little further into the box. Looks like the thrower will be Whitkin out of Haverford College. If I'm not mistaken, probably, I believe, Haverford up in the New York State. In New York State. Let's see if it's that little loss of footing there. That'll be a goal kick for Sample. Sample wearing number 2. And the Coyotes really trying to keep the pressure. They're keeping everybody up front, and now trying to get that ball out of there. Ball sent deep outside to Haley Singer. Ball worked across methodically there by Ruiz. Now at the left, now ball sent into the box. Nice play there. Let's move around and taken away finally. A good opportunity. And now the Coyotes come the other way. Good move in there by Bombasino. Ball off to the side. Little mystery here in the stadium, in the field. There's a microphone somewhere that's live, not one of ours, and the wind blowing through it every once in a while sends a little rumble through the crowd. So that you folks are getting the full experience, we'll let you know about that. Right here in Field 8, right near the highways, the busy roads of this part of Dallas. A lot of activity here. The MLS team, the Dallas FC, playing outs here Saturday night at the Toyota Center. Ball sent in. Let's see if it's going to be a put into play right there. It's thrown in, and now we'll move forward. The Coyotes trying to get the ball back up in the offensive zone. Take a little time back on the defensive side. Ball worked around. Taylor Bennett now with it. Bennett sends it back to her defensive partner. Working it back across, and Team Chicago sneaking up a little bit, getting ready to put a little pressure on. And number 27, that's Bolu. Ball in the back. Turning back there in the back, that's number 5, that's Comer. Cornell University, out of the Ivy League. And the ball sent forward. Let's see who can play it. It's going to be a handball there. And the side official saw that. It was blocked very well from the center official, but you can't hide it from everybody. And it was spotted here on the side by assistant referee number 1, Taylor Bomboski. I think's the last name. Taylor with the flag up, waving. And they're asking for the 10 yards as Jermino Watnick will let the official march it off. Doesn't have the little shaving cream bottle to lay down the line, but Nick, you forgot to bring out the shaving cream for the line there. Great job here. Nick Case working on the production, as well as our cameraman fighting the heat up on the scaffolding, giving you the bird's eye view. And the whistle. Here's the play. Just outside the box. It's low, it's wide, and to the left. So Taylor Bennett took that play, Syracuse University player. And looks like might be our water break time. Good time to step aside. We'll be right back. Here, still no score at Frisco, Texas. Welcome back. Quick water break. And when I say quick, I do mean quick. Referee with the whistle right back out there. Coach is having a word with their team as well. It's almost like a little timeout, not only to get a little splish splash of refreshment and cooling, also an opportunity to kind of give a few pointers here of what the coaches are seeing in that first 1/4 of the game. So 22 minutes in. And let's see. Ball's going to be put in play by Sample. And there's a whistle. Clock running again. Sample now selecting where she wants to go with it. Puts a pretty good foot into it. Sends it out to the far side. Headed down by the Coyotes. Nice job there. It'll be run down on the left-hand side. Lets it go through. There's a chance. Big collision in the box. Both players down. Another chance to bring it right back in. Nifty move there out in the middle. Here comes the ball sent in. And it's going to be chased down. There's a, ooh, man, that could have been a handball in the box. It looked like almost. Not on no intent there, but my goodness. Hustling in, it was Bicknell who took the shot. I was trying to see who else. As the ball sitting behind the goal, it'll be picked up by De Silva, one of the Colonials of George Washington University. She'll be bringing it out to the side. She'll lay it down, use the left foot. Try to bring that ball back in toward the keeper, although the wind will be pushing it away. See if she can bend it in. And there it is. She does. And right at the post, who was it touched? It was touched by one of the offensive players. And so Sample will get the kick right there. Boy, that ball was low at the post and almost went behind the post. Stayed right on the line. Here comes Sample, gets it out of there. That's going to run on out. The throw back in for the Coyotes. As we mentioned, this entire group, 1 win, 1 loss, and no draws. So how about that as you try to calculate who will be in the semifinals today? Obviously, breakaway day. You just hope the 2 teams would take themselves clearly into the semifinals. Ties and score differential. You'd like to see someone win it outright. Don't know if that will happen. We'll see right here. The winner of this game surely is in. If there's a draw, one team would be out, one team in, probably from goal differential. Right now, Team Chicago would hold that edge. Ball worked forward now, sent in. Ball sent out to the side. That was Anderson. Working it out, ball sent in and secured by Sample. Sample now will bring it up to the top of the box. Low ball bounding out. Coyotes will secure it once again. Jermino Watnick, great ball handler, good speed. Emma Anderson, big player as well. Anderson, as we said, out of Columbia University. Columbia, the Lions, right there in Manhattan. This will be a toss in for Team Chicago. Right now, the Coyotes not letting them out of their zone. They've shut the door at midfield and kept the ball pretty much in the attack zone. Number 5 on the far side, Comer, punches that one out. So moving it up a little bit. Team Chicago trying to get something going. Coaches really hollering out. Head coach Dave Lovercheck, you can hear him all the way over here. Ball worked forward. There's a whistle in the field nearby. Working it up now will be Mikos. Takes it in, takes the right foot, clears it out to the side. Trying to turn there. Jermino Watnick, a little pressure. Number 31 steps in. Hillman. Hillman sends it out. Hillman, far side. Working it out and around. And a secure save there by Warner. Just trying to check the number there of that player out on the far side for Team Chicago that had brought the ball in. Had a good opportunity. Here comes a run down the side. Jermino Watnick will go down. Let's see if this is going to be a throw in. Looks like it will be a kick. It is. So they'll take the 10 yards as one of the fans comes slowly out of the bleachers to hand the ball over. And we saw the end of the last game. There were moments where it seemed like everybody was moving in slow motion due to the heat, as we said. Heat up around 100 degrees almost every day. Here, that's a high ball. That's going to be a nice ball in the box. It's going to be headed, and it's in. What a ball there. And the goal scored there by Bicknell. And I believe that ball was sent in there by Comer. So, man, what a job. That was a nice ball that was floating and floating. And I think it looked like Sample might have had a chance to come out there and just bound it away, but she waited back and paid the price. Give the assist. We'll double check on that later, but it looked like the assist to Comer. Was that Comer that set that? Taylor Bennett. There we go. Got the word. Taylor Bennett, number 25. Give her the assist on that ball. That was a set piece. A long ball put into the box in the score. Scored by Bicknell, number 24, Haley Bicknell of Niagara University. Ball on the far side. Play continues as we discuss who scores. Ball bounding around. It'll be a toss in there from the Coyotes. A couple of players warming up, getting ready to go in. Ball bounding around. That will be another throw in for the Royal blue-clad Coyotes. As we watch the play develop here, that was a great set piece. Ball in the back post, and once again, don't know if Sample was able to really gauge where the ball was going to come down. Maybe she thought one of her defenders was going to be there to knock it away, but Bicknell had different plans. A little header there, lower right corner. And we got a foul right there. Once again, that ball, even more impressive, was kicked into the wind. Not quite the wind that we've seen throughout this week, but a breeze that's pretty stiff. Looks like we've got number 26 coming in for 21. So coming out will be Lindsay Whitkin out of the Haverford College. Coming in will be Julia Gray. Gray playing at Providence College. Gray getting in there with the fresh legs and a pretty tall player, as she's, if I remember from our game yesterday, this team or Tuesday. So here we go. We got ball being moved down by Team Chicago. Ball in the corner now. Bombasino sends it back across. That's in the top of the box. Little urgency now for Team Chicago as they need to equalize after finding themselves down 1-0. Ball out toward the midfield area. Number 24 coming up is Mondi. And that's going to be a foul. Boy, oh boy. Sure looked like it might have could have gone either way there. The official giving that edge toward the Coyotes. This could be another scoring opportunity. I don't know if Bennett can put it that far, but she sure put a kick into that last one. It'll be a little further back here at midfield. Thought it might be a little closer, but back there coming in. Substitute who's rushing back, number 30. Rachel White coming in for Team Chicago. Little short ball now, ball in play. Ball to Chicago. Up with Ruiz. Villanova bound. Villanova Wildcats, I believe, as well. Ball inside there, coming up near the top of the box. A little play there with it. Emma Anderson takes a boot at it and sends it off to the left. And just all of a sudden pulled the trigger, just kind of lulled everybody to sleep, and pow, there it went. Got another sub coming in. Looks like, see who's coming out. It'll be Bicknell, the goal scorer, coming out. One of those coming in will be Kennedy Metzger. She'll come in for number 31, Hillman. Also coming in for, it'll be Alicia Brimmer, University of Maryland College Park. She comes in for the Coyotes. May have been a couple other subs kind of sneak in. We'll try to get those to you. Short ball sent out by Sample. Jordan King trying to get to it. There he is. Now she gets to it, sends it back to the defense. They back up a little bit, try to create some space so they can get a good pass. Now ball sent back in. Two players go down, neither one with the ball, and coming in with it from the left-hand side, working in, watching closely to see if there might be an offside. Jermina Watnick goes down. Little trip there. Light touch. Comer now sends it out far side, and working it, Jermina Watnick. Ball worked in, corner of the box. Defense there, tricking around. Referee almost gets on the play. Coming the other way, King. King sends it down. Gray tries to stop it, but it gets past. Now to the side. Great job there by Bombasino to keep it in play. Far side, working it in is going to be, that's number 21, Schoolman. Now, Jermina Watnick with the bright green cleats, neon color. There we go, trying to work that ball back around. Coach hollering instructions. You can hear it all the way over here on the other end of the field. Taking their time, working that clock down a little bit as we go through. Not sure how close we started to the 1 o'clock hour, but about 37 minutes in. See what the board says here, but it says the same. About 37 minutes of action, and so probably another 7 or 8 minutes, and we're looking toward halftime. It'll be a 15-minute half for these older groups. Ball sent in, that's going to be King, sends it over to Bombasino. Bombasino sends it out. A little through ball there, it worked into the box and then flicked away. Nice job over there. That was also number 12, Massa, who's checked in, Natalie Massa. Massa, who is verbal commitment to University of Iowa, or the Hawkeyes. Defender working it over, near side, Rachel White. King, Miami of Ohio commitment, 2018 grad. Ball coming down that far side. Coyotes trying to set it up, and there's a trip. Referee thought that there was an illegal tackle. The players thought that there was a nice touch on the ball. And you hear the European whistles, I think, over there. So waiting for the substitutes to take place. While that's happening, I'm going to reverse field here and go to the other side of our tent. See if this might help. So here we are, and more subs coming in. Looks like number 3 for the Coyotes will be in there. That's Dana Reed. Reed, a shoe commitment. Here comes the ball in. There comes a similar play. They're backing up, and then once again, this time everybody misjudged it, and it flew right over all the folks. And you had defenders, and you also had number 14, Brimmer, who thought she had an eye on it, but it went over her head. Also there trying to come up with it was Rachel White. But a nice long ball, little underspin, makes it float. And into that wind, it floats right over everyone. Here comes Sample. Shot. Sends it out toward midfield. Team Chicago just trying to settle. Ball sent back. Comer. Comer with a big foot who has an assist. No, it's Bennett, sorry. Taylor Bennett with the big foot on the set piece to get that assist. Breeze really slowing down now, and you can feel that heat just rise. Ball working around. Player who had just checked in, number 32, Kat Stevens. Catherine goes by Kat. Ball worked in. Jamino Watnick looking for options. Sends it out wide. Now back in as the defender dives through. Jermina Wagnick turns. She's going to send it in. And there's a ball that's going to be cleared out. It'll be a corner. Boy, that's hard work to earn that corner as the Coyotes trying to build on a 1-goal lead. Let's see who's going to come up and take the kick here. Looks like number 20 coming up, Dina Da Silva, who has done that before. Da Silva, as we mentioned, a loan out of George Washington University. She foot in toward the goal. Last one was really low toward the post. Let's see if she puts this a little further out. Does. Up we go, and there's a big high header headed out by one of the defenders. Sample just couldn't quite get to it. Ball still bounding around and finally cleared out by King. Now brought back in. Comer tries to send it right back. A through ball there. Ball still loose and now cleared out somewhat. They take it right back. They do not let up. The Coyotes living up to that name. Working through is Bennett. And it's contact. Let's see if they get the ball at the top of the box. Shot comes in, and it's going to be a one-hopper. It's not completely out in very long opportunity. Sending it out to the side, it will be number 13 over there, Metzger. She goes down hard. Big collision there with Gray. Gray is a stout player. She's a big bone and a tough-looking player out there, and she took down 13 there. Metzger sort of get up. Metzger ball attendee looking at or committee going there and graduating in 2018. All right, here comes the ball. High, mid box, and now it'll go all the way across, and looks like it'll be another corner as it went off the head of one of the Coyotes. Couldn't clear it out, but at least they kept it away from the frame. And now moving on to another corner. And it looks like King will be the one who puts this ball in motion. Jordan King will lay it down. King now brings it in. Low ball in the top of the box. Kick back. Defense chasing. Ball on the far side. Now being brought up, and a little bit of interruption there by the defense, obviously. See if Team Chicago can get something moving forward here. And a couple of corners there. Briefly had some momentum. Now ball back in their end. A little miscommunication there, and thinking that someone was back behind. It was White let it go. Turned around, and her teammates had vacated. Ball out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the yellow jerseys. And number 7 checking in for 22. I believe that's what we see. 7 out, 22 in. And here comes the toss. 7 coming in is Emma Anderson. 22 coming out, Kinley Bruns. Nice hustle there by Bombasino. Going to get forward now, Kat Stevens, and working there with her teammates, trying to send it on in. Ball in there deep. Number 50 is in Riley O'Brien. O'Brien will watch it go out. It'll be a throw-in now for Team Chicago. So checking to see time-wise how we're looking here. We're getting pretty close. Might be a little additional time. Sometimes the official will turn and let us know exactly how much extra time there is. Ball sent in near post, and that will go behind. That'll be a kick for Hannah Warner. So Hannah Warner out there with number 17. We'll be playing at Towson, which turns over the kick to one of the defenders. They'll put it in play, probably Bennett. And I'd say it is when you see the length of that kick. Fighting for it on the far side. Good hustle there by O'Brien. And she will win the toss over there on the far side. Team Chicago will toss it in. And we hear the halftime whistle next door, so we know we're close. That one bounding away. Toss in once again for Team Chicago. Maybe a last-ditch effort here in the first half. Try to tie things up. The one score coming on a set piece from Taylor Bennett to Bicknell about halfway through this first half. And great job on a set piece, probably 35, 40 yards out. A high floating ball. Ended up, it was a header in the lower right corner. Not a lot of traffic, but the ball just fooled everybody, I think, except for Bicknell. She knew right where it was coming down and had the header on it, ready to go. King with it, might have a crack at it, sends it out wide. O'Brien chasing. She's going to send it into the box. It's loose and headed away by one of the defenders. Nice job there. The ball still bounding around, trying to look for a number there. There's Kat Stevens working it across. That ball sent right back in. And looks like that was Taylor Bennett who got up there and put the head on the ball, and she'll do it again right now. White working it in, sends it back out. Turning with it out in the middle is Mondi. Mondi over to King. King down toward the corner. Let's see if they can get to it. Chasing, and it does not get there. That's going to be goal kick for Warner. And she'll hand it off to her teammate, and that's the whistle for halftime. And we'll step aside. Your goal, your score, 1-0. It is the Coyotes up by 1 here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships in Frisco, Texas. We'll be right back. Second half on tap.
Today's games are brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Bullseye CMYK, Cliff Kid, Expand-A-Brand, Front Rush, Fusionetics, Dick's Sporting Goods. Today's games are also brought to you by Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, NSCAA, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, U.S. Soccer, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
And welcome back, folks, as you have been watching the girls 19 and 20 key game here as we go into the third day. In this particular group, all four teams 1-1-0. And right now the Coyotes out of Maryland under Kevin Layton have a 1-0 lead. A one-goal edge as they move into the second half. Team Chicago 1-1-0. A little reprieve as they come back out of Maryland. I have to say both these teams probably this is pretty warm weather from what they're used to, Maryland and Illinois. And we're underway. And the Coyotes will clear it back to the defensive side. However, here comes a quick break. Moving in, number 64, when that will be see if it's going to be a corner. It is. How about that? Caroline Reedy, who did not play as far as I can see here in the first half, comes in and makes her presence known here immediately. And we will see if now number 84 can bring it into number 64 or 54. Trying to see, there's also a 24. There comes the ball in the middle of the box. A header. It's around then. Let's see if it went across the line. And now it does. It was bounding around, and finally it looks like that goal put in by Kraus. And that was great traffic. Everybody coming over to give her a hug. Happened right here. Guess what? We're 1-1 now. And we're only about 30, 45 seconds into this second half. And I will give a lot of credit on that one to Caroline Reedy. Reedy, who came in here, started this second half, made a run down the pitch, forced the corner, and that corner ended up in the goal. Warner in there had her hands full. There were 2 or 3 cracks at it. The defense trying to help out as well. They just could not clear it, and finally Kraus sends it in. So give her the goal. Probably would be considered unassisted since it was so many rebounds and ball being pushed back and forth. Taylor Bennett down the back. Bennett also has an assist on a set piece. So both goals in this game coming off of set pieces. Thought our tent was falling down, but just a little maneuver there. Here we go with the ball brought up by De Silva. Left-footed specialist sends it up. That ball sent out to the side. Let's see if it's going to stay in. It has a spin. It looks like it's going to stay in, but now it will trickle out. The crown of the field helps carry it out. Coyotes now bring it in, trying to get something going on their end. There's a shot from Jermaine Wadnick. Let's see if that's going to be a corner. It is. It'll be a corner down here. As I said, somewhere we'll like you folks to feel the full impact of being here at the field. There's a microphone live somewhere and the wind blowing through it. So we get that lovely static music. Maybe it's coming from outer space. So this will be a corner. Looks like Jermaine Wadnick will be the one who sets it in motion. We'll see her put it in play right here. High ball, middle of the box. It's down, and now it's going to be brought back in. There's a whack at it. Bicknell had a shot. Now it's cleared away. Coming the other way, Team Chicago. And they will try to run it up the side here. Now bring it out in the middle of the pitch. A little shove there from the back. No infraction, however. Working on the far side, that's Jordan King. Ball bounding around, trying to settle it. Both teams important. It seems like it's going to be very important in the second half to earn those set pieces where you have the opportunity to score in this situation, because that has been the occasion of both goals. Referee says play on, and the ball sent forward. Cat Stevens now back out in the middle, trying to bring it across. Let's see if that was Kraus. I couldn't tell. Takes it to the far near side here. Near side, that was Maggie Hillman. And they'll send it all the way back to Sample. Sample scoops it up to King. Ball being brought down now, brought forward. Now sent in toward the back line to Silva. She doesn't quite get to it. Stevens does. No, that's not Stevens. That's going to be Reedy. We see her working, and she's going to maintain her balance momentarily. Bennett does a good job, does a back click, and gets it out of there with the little help from some friends. And that friend being in the form of Lindsey Whitkin. Whitkin will bring it up the side. Little black back flick there, and Whitkin right in the right place at the right time. Whitkin now sends it back into the midfield area. Now back to Bennett. Bennett to Silva. De Silva really likes to use the left foot. Left-footed specialist on the corners. She comes in to help out. Ball sent over there, and now ball over there. Whitkin once again, now back in the middle to Silva, maintaining some time of possession. Little help there from Comer as she comes in. Ball stays in miraculously, never crosses the line. De Silva wins that battle. There's a tiny battle every time that ball comes to two players. And that's the nature of the game. Win battle after battle, and maybe you'll win the war. 1-1 to score. Ball in the midfield. Reedy. See if that's Reedy or that's actually King. Reedy's up here in the front. Reedy came in, made an immediate impact. Ball being rushed forward by Brimmer. Brimmer looking for some options. Doesn't really find any. That ball kind of tackled away. Now they'll come back this way. Team Chicago sending it back to Sample. Sample in the orange jersey. Probably a black number. Haven't seen her number. Oh, it's a white number 2. That's what it is. And on the other end, you have Warner in the red jersey. The keeper with the black shorts, black socks. Here comes a ball on the left side, now cleared out right into the bench area of the Coyotes. Little instruction there from the coach trying to help them out. Saying just keep things moving along. Here we go. Jermaine Watkin now. Watnick, excuse me. Ball on the far side, worked up by Team Chicago. Move over there by Singer. Brought back out to the middle. Here's a ball intended for Reedy. Hits her in the back, goes the other way. Coach who just had was instructing Whitkin on a couple things. Maybe in a more critical mode than giving her a pat on the back there for that pass. Good job of coaching there. De Silva now brings the ball back. You got to have some athletes that you're able to coach. A lot of students today, it's hard to instruct them and what needs to be done because if they don't accept it. But you got some good soccer players. You're not at this level unless you're able to accept the instruction of a good coach. And good hustle there. Ball gets away, however, and it will be Wilson diving, trying to bring it back in. A Villanova Wildcat. Be a toss in. Whitkin will come out. Gray will come in. And it'll be a toss right here in front of us. Coming up to do the toss will be Maggie Hillman. Hillman now steps up, tosses in toward Reedy. Reedy right on the line. Two blue shirts. And Coyotes thought they had it, but both officials right there pointing the way of Team Chicago, so that's who has it. Ball toward the corner. Let's see if they can work it out of there. They'll go across the line, and it's another throw in for Chicago. Looks like that ball trickled off one of the cleats of one of the blue Coyotes, and that's what the referee saw. Ball worked in. And it will be another throw in for Team Chicago. Keeping the ball down here, pressure on for the Coyotes as they try to clear it out of the zone. Let up a goal here in about the first 45 seconds here of the second half. Set piece, got in there, whacked around a few times. Warner had an opportunity to try to clear it out. Another player in the back, a defensive player trying to clear it out. And finally Kraus put it in the back of the net. coach hollering out what I just saw, saying that everybody ran forward and nobody paid attention to where the ball was to play the ball. Trying to work it out. Cat Stevens working hard in there, still going.
Good job
working
by the
in the
defense.
box. She's surrounded by two players, and she will earn a corner, a hard-earned corner kick and a set piece that we've talked about how valuable those can be here in the second half. Both goals in this game coming off of set pieces, and this will be King who works her way up. Put it in play. We know what happened on the last one. Ball bounded like that, you like to see it. If you're a Coyote fan, seemingly for an eternity, and then finally put in the goal. And here it comes, King. High ball, middle of the box, and it's bounding around. Good job in the back. Defense is there. They're still going at it. Ball still available. Now coming out, checking to see who's there. And right now you've got a couple players that may have been offside, and you did. I think it was Stevens, who just never did quite clear out. Good call by the coach telling everybody to move up, and that forced the offside. Now we'll see Bennett, who can really blast it. Let's see what she does with this one. She'll bring it over to the near side. Sending it over to teammate Bolu. Now sends it in, headed down. Bolu gets it right back. Little ricochet ball. Now ball down toward the corner, it'll go out of play. We're in the fourth game of the day here, and field number 8. The 12th game in this championship week right here on this field number 8. It's been a very busy field. Field's in good condition. However, from my vantage point, this field's still in good shape. And here we go. It'll be looks like it'll be a kick down here for Team Chicago as the foul call. And here comes the play in. Ball sent in toward the top of the box, but working it with the defense. Little time of possession here, sent up toward midfield. There's Stevens. She'll be chasing it down. She gets by now with those long strides. She's coming in. Let's see what she can do with it. Sends it into Reedy. And they're going to call a penalty kick. And I tell you, I must say, it looked like Reedy had a handful of the jersey of Madeline Beaulieu. And I don't know if they will discuss this. Looks like there's no discussion. It's going to be a PK. And so here we go. I'll have to go back later and watch the review of that play. But the PK, and let's see here it looks like King, who stepped up to take it. We'll double check as she approaches the ball. Warner set, waiting on the whistle. And the shot is in. It is Jordan King with the PK. That makes it 2-1. And I tell you, if that's the case, if you go back and look at that one, if it was a case of Reedy having a little bit of the jersey of number 27 there, Beaulieu, that's a veteran move to draw that call. You'll have to watch it, folks, and see for yourself, make that decision. But it was a tough play and a quick call. There wasn't any hesitation on the part of the official. So ball on the side here, working it up. Ball down the sideline, now cleared out. It'll be a toss in for the Coyotes. Reedy, once again, huge impact on this game. Came in there, earned a corner early. And now she has drawn the PK and puts both those goals. She's been indirectly involved. Ball sent across. That's Stevens who will intercept. Team Chicago trying to go the other way. Big tumble there by the Coyotes player. Looks like Bicknell. And a ball up front. There's Bennett. She'll send it across. That's toward Bicknell. We had a shove in the back. So this will be another opportunity. You've got Taylor Bennett with a big foot, and she can put that ball right in there on almost on frame. So as they get ready. Bennett now lines it up. Let's see if they can measure this one. The wind will be aiding this one a little bit, and it's a blast. Knocked down. Nice job by Sample, but nobody getting a deflection on it. Could have been an opportunity maybe to deflect it a little bit, but a nice low ball, chest high, and a good save in there by Sample. Say it again. Bennett, big foot, and can really strike the ball. Comer. They're going to give it right back. Let's see. It'll be free kick there for Team Chicago. Ball on the side now. Team Chicago working it up. Ball sent forward. Reedy working hard, trying to get to it. De Silva's there. They'll send it back to Warner. She's got some time. Let's see where she chooses to go with it. She's going to take it over here. Comer, now De Silva. Back on the left-hand side now. Bolu. Taken out by White. Oh, excuse me. Number 12, Natalie Massa. Future Iowa Hawkeye. Next break here will be a water break here in just a few moments. 22 minutes into the second half. They'll take a 2 or 3 minute water break. Ball sent in. Stevens fighting for it. Gray now with it, wearing number 26, originally listed at number 2, wearing 26 now. Comment that was her old number, not the old number, the old number. And so recognize number 26 now, Julia Gray. Ball out in the midfield. With a 2-1 lead, you got pretty assured that you're going to be like the number 1 seed. Ball out to the left. Here comes a forthcoming shot. Blocked in there by De Silva. Warner was ready. It'll be another corner and a set piece. And we've seen how dangerous that has become as they move over to set up for that. We'll see if it's going to be King. It will be King who will set it up, and she'll be ready to start the play. Jordan King sets her hand up and sets a nice ball coming in. Warner gets one hand on it up there. Can't quite clear it completely out, but now it's out. It'll be a throw in for the Coyotes. Jordan King going to Miami of Ohio. Taylor Bennett. Bennett now clears it. Taylor Bennett on her way to Syracuse University, actually having played there already. Bennett with the assist and a set piece. We've seen her put the ball deep in the other zone from near midfield. She can put a ball in the back of the net. And another, that could be another dive, and this will be goal kick on this one, not a PK. Got a substitute getting ready to come in. Let's see, it looks like coming out will be 14, coming back in. We'll double check on this for you. Looks like Emma Anderson coming back in for Brimmer. Brimmer comes out. Brimmer on her way to University of Maryland, College Park. Anderson, as we've said, Columbia Lion in the Ivy League. Ball worked around now. Sent over on the near side. Ball worked over there by Singer. Now working with it, bring it down the side. Worked it into Singer once again. And Bolu will take it the other way. Looks like Anderson jumps right into the action. Bolu sends it down the side. Ball sent in. High ball bounding around. That ball sent down and it'll be settled out there. Reedy once again in on the play. Reedy, very shifty player and crafty and creative. Ball be thrown in here. Team Chicago once again in the yellow jerseys, little white trim, blue letters, blue shorts. And then the Coyotes, ASA, the blue jerseys, white trim, and white numbers. Bright numbers here for us to see here today. Some of the combinations a little more difficult. Glad you folks are able to join us once again, whether in Maryland, Illinois, or places nearby. Ball being chased down the back. Had a grandfather earlier watching all the way in Paris, France. Of course, World Wide Web makes that possible. Had 3 coaches earlier, all from the nation and country of Chile. It'll be a throw in. Looks like Julia Gray will be doing the honors over on the far side. So she steps up, short toss, Bicknell there, and quickly takes it out. That was kind of a squandered play there. Thought they had a good opportunity maybe to get one back in the box. You could see Coach Kevin Layton a little frustrated on that play. And the cart driving through. Had the cart out here several times yesterday in this late match for some injuries. 18 boys, 18U boys game that was pretty rough. Girls playing pretty solid, pretty clean. Had a couple fouls leading to set pieces and the PK, of course. Ball sent forward right near midfield. Stevens trying to joust there with Gray. And that ball's going to go out on the far side. And the lucky fan who gets a touch on the ball tosses it back in. Most fans at this time, there's absolutely no shade over on that side. Maybe just a foot or two directly under the trees. But otherwise, pretty much people, there's an umbrella or two, but that's it. And of course, these 2 states, Illinois and Maryland, probably most people watching via their mobile device, their computer. And we're glad you're able to join us. You've got the best seat in the house. You've got the bird's eye view. Appreciate Nick Case, our producer, keeping our equipment, trying to keep the equipment cool and running well. Reedy now working with it. That ball is going to be cleared away. They'll turn back, and we got a water break. So timely break here, 22 minutes in, second half. 2-1 now. Things have time. The tide has changed, and we'll be right back after the H2O timeout. And right back at it. Quick water break there. And talking with our fellow commentator here, Josh, about back in the day, you never would have had a water break. Now, a lot of caution about overheating, a lot of concussion concerns, and obviously the safety of the athletes. Two number 31s going at it. That's Hillman. Ball shot through. That was Hillman and her numerical counterpart, Kesterman. So this will be Drew Bennett. Excuse me, Taylor Bennett. At least I didn't say Tony Bennett. Drew Kesterman, Taylor Bennett. Low ball sent out. Good pace on it. Running down the pitch now. Bolu sends it forward. Rushing in. Nice in playing there. Anderson. She'll work it back around. Sends it back out toward Kesterman. Anderson taken down. What an opportunity here. You got Bennett with that foot. You got an opportunity here. It's a little bit of an odd angle. But you can lay a ball in there and get some deflection. Bennett also might be able to just put one in the top corner. We'll see what she does here once she decides. Once again, appreciate all the hard work of the camera guys as well as Nick Case, our producer. And here we go. The wall is set. The referee retreats out of the way. Everyone lined up. The wall set as well. And Bennett takes a blast, and it's not really that close. Pulled it to the left. But you saw there the power of her foot. Boy, that's an opportunity. You hate to see that, not see that one come through. So already in the plans before that play, Bennett will come out. Checking in number 3, Dana Reed. Great player in her own right, going to LSU. So Bennett can really put a boot into it. Got another sub just came in. Ball bounding around now. A sense of urgency here for the Coyotes. As we'll move down under 20 minutes, they find themselves down by 1. It's 2-1. They were up 1-0 at halftime and coming back immediately right at the outset of that second half. Goal scored there on a corner kick. And then not too long after that, Reedy earning the PK. It was Jordan King who stepped up, put it in the left side. Ball on the side. Looks like another substitute getting ready to come in. And waiting to see who's coming off here. We got a couple of players coming out. Looks like one of those players coming out will be, or one coming in. White is coming out. White comes out as well as Maris. Checking back in will be Bombasino as well as Mikos. I'll tell you what, if I'm Coach Layton, I think I would let Reedy stay in there as long as possible. She has really made a difference coming in for the second half. It's interesting numbers there. You have 54, 64, 84, 24. Ball in the back now. They'll see if they work it back to Sample. Little pressure coming from the Coyotes. Ball in the middle, and here comes Jermino Wadnick. Had thoughts of taking that one away. Ball working around near the sideline. Working forward now. And it's going to go out of play. Referee helps out a little bit. And it'll be the Coyotes. De Silva will do the honors. Tosses it in. Comer now with it. Ball right on the side. Stays in. Coyotes with it, and that's going to be Amanda Wilson. She'll send it out of there. Wilson, the Villanova Wildcat. Emma Anderson. Wilson looking for somebody, trying to find somebody they can break to, and now Team Chicago comes away with it. And these are the moments where it really kind of slows down a little bit. You've got the fresh legs of Reedy. She's still working hard. She's played about 20 minutes. She's worked hard, though. She's probably wearing down a little bit. Ball down the near side. Nice pass there. Kesterman takes it in and gets it back. It'll go out of play, however. Ball all the way out into the other field. Take a minute. Somebody boots it over to the side. Helps out. Now the ball right on the end line. Looks like Jermino Watnick. She'll work it around, try to get it in. It's chested down. Can't get it out of there, so looks like we have another substitute, slowing things down even more. Substitute coming in, that's going to be number 10, Jasmine Ruiz, also Villanova player. So you've got Amanda Wilson and Jasmine Ruiz, couple of Villanova teammates playing against each other here today. We had that earlier with a couple of Princeton players, Mary Givens versus Tatum G. Two players that played in the last match, both going to Princeton, but playing against each other here in these championships. Right now you see a nice move. Great job by De Silva, taking it away, going the other way. Jermino Watnick with a lot of space now. She'll work it down the pitch, takes it back to her right. Has to slow up just a minute to go back and get the ball. Comer, far side, intercepted there. Good anticipation by the Team Chicago players there in the midfield. Ball to the outside, worked in, top of the box, near the top of the box, sent across. Take it to the right, here's a shot, and it's going to be over the bar. Boy, good opportunity once again for Team Chicago. So Warner lines it up. She'll set it down and put it in play. I'm telling you, I don't even believe there is a breeze right now. It's just absolutely stagnant. We've had a breeze, a little bit of a breeze right now, but not much at all is what we've had. I will say that we've had enough breeze here as that ball comes down toward the top of the box, looking for that equalizer. Let's talk about this for a second. Keep it in there. Ball to the far side, worked in, taken back to the right, see if they can get a shot off. Once again to the left, here's Anderson. Shot up and in the goal. Anderson with the goal, and I'm not sure, I think it might have been Jermino Watnick with that assist, but to give Anderson the goal and the equalizer, boy, that'll make things more interesting. And, you know, you want to see if a team can actually come away with a victory here. But a draw would really make things interesting when it comes to seeing who the top two teams are in this division, in this particular group. They'll give Anderson the goal. We had a goal earlier from Bicknell. That's the first goal in this match that has come in regular play, not in a set piece. So good job there. Working the ball across is Bombasino. Ball now sent down the sideline. Gray helps out. Ball up in the hill on the far side. Let's see if it'll trail back down. Nice job. Fans not able to move and get to it. Too hot. Here comes Jermino Watnick. We got the whistle there. Let's see the foul on Jermino Watnick. And he got a yellow card for Jermino Watnick, almost thanks to the response of the crowd over there. They were really upset about something. I'm not sure exactly what took place. There's a little bit of a breeze. And I will say this, that up until now, you wouldn't have to announce when there was a breeze. It was constant. Now the ball sent to the back, and it looks like back there is Kraus Working around, now sent forward, little space. Reedy calling for it. Can't quite get, now they get it to her. Ball out to the side, and and Reedy trying to draw another PK. She goes down. So Reedy goes down with good, looks like that time a good legal contact. You can watch that and decide for yourself. I'm sure different opinions from different sides of the team, sides of the pitch. That ball sent out. We had the yellow card issued to Jermina Watnick. Not sure what happened on the far side. Might have been a comment, or it could have been just a kick in the back of the leg. Some sort of intent to stop the play in that way, and there was the yellow card issued. And we move forward, and now there's a trip there. Let's see. Not sure how. Looked like Bolu took the worst of that one, but there'll be a substitute coming in. Team Chicago will have the kick. It is all knotted up, 2-2. We'll check over here to see how much time is. We're in the 82nd minute now, so it's probably 8 minutes, a little added time there, probably maybe right around 10 minutes to go. Here in the heat, and you got to fight through it right here. This is where champions are made. Ball settled. Kesterman. That'll be a toss in. That ball cleared back and way out in the other field. Bench players having to chase it down. While they're coming down, might be a good opportunity to get a swig of water as we see the ball come forward once again. Be a toss in here for Team Chicago. They try to break this tie. Both teams working hard here as they come down to the end. Here's the toss. Comer gets a head on it. It'll go back out. Toss in again. Toss toward Reedy, and let's try that there the third time. Sam will try a little different strategy this time, and so tossed in there. This time Hillman chooses a different target. Hillman now trying to send it down the line. That'll go out, and another toss. De Silva now, she works it up. Comer. Working down, a lot of pressure there, taken down. We're going to see if everybody's okay. Pretty hard tackle there by Bombacino. Bombacino, that's a great Italian name, I'm guessing. Ball to the far side. Emma Anderson now with it. Working on the far side. And it'll go out of play. It'll be a toss in. Toss in for Team Chicago. Back in position now, ready after a little splash of water. There's a big collision. Man, oh man, it's getting rough out there, and I'm not sure it's because of just physicality. I think it's because feet are not able to move as quickly and getting tangled up. Looked like that was the case right there. Team Chicago now will put it in play. Trying to get the go-ahead goal here, either team. If this game is a draw, then you're looking probably at goal differential as the tiebreaker. If there's a draw in the other game, that will be interesting as well. Let's see the goal differential. Team Chicago with a +3. Coyotes at 0. Pennsylvania Explosion 0. And WSA Red -3. So not, if you have a draw in this game, Team Chicago has the edge just because of the goal differential. So if you're the Coyotes, you say, hey, we don't want to leave any chance to this. We need a goal. Break this tie. And here they go. Emma Anderson sending it in. Good hustle in there. Let's see if they get to it. Samples comes out. Sample takes it, and she'll secure it in front of the on-rushing Kesterman. Drew Kesterman trying to get in there, make something happen. Ball sent down the near side, and it'll be a high bounding ball. That ball will roll all the way into the other pitch. The officials now trying to replace that one with a ball from the scoring tent. Ball tossed in now by Team Chicago. They're thinking, too, they have a little bit of an edge, as I said, in the goal differential, but you don't want to leave anything to chance, and you certainly don't want to leave the opportunity for the Coyotes to score. Of course, they would like to do just that. Ball taken away. Nice through ball. Let's see, they work up there. Coming in, number 13, working all the way through. Now ball in front, and there's a ball bounding around, and Warner turns back around. The ball falls into her hands. And there's Metzger, who was keying that play. Looks like she had just come in, had some fresh legs. Boy, is that important right now. And here comes the ball. Coyotes. Comer. Broken up. Bring it up to Kesterman. Kesterman on the side, looking for options. Sends it all the way across. See who's going to get to it. It'll be punched out, but Jermina Watnick is there. Gray sends it back in. Bounding around. Anderson trying to get to it. Kicked away. Let's see if they can get an opportunity. It's back in front of the goal, but now cleared. As you had Sample go out to the right, and the goal was wide open. Let's see who's going to toss it in. Watnick, Jermina Watnick chasing it down. Right behind her is Julia Gray. Gray looks like she'll be the one to toss it in. Short toss. And they're trying to get that ball in. Here it comes. Urgency is right here in the tip of everyone's tongue as they think about this is for the championship. Whoever scores here will definitely move on. Ball tipped around. It's in the box and now cleared away. Coming out deep. Here comes collision. Nice job. De Silva wins that one. She's looking for players inside, and Anderson has an opportunity. She heads it, but off to the side. And a lot of action right here at the end of this match. And now the energy level trying to pick it up. Coaches doing all they can to try to get that last ounce of energy from their team. Team Chicago looks like they have another sub ready to come in. Ball sent out midfield. Big, tall player in there right now, Jasmine Ruiz from Villanova. Some good height. Here's a ball sent toward the middle. Clicks off the back of the legs. Let's see if Comer can clear it. She cannot. We got the offside flag. Got a substitute coming in. Let's see who's coming off. Looks like Reedy will come out. She's played a hard, full half. And you can just tell she's very tired coming out of there, but she gave it all she had. She was indirectly involved in the two goals. Checking in will be number 21. That's going to be Schoolman. Schoolman, Grand Valley State up in Michigan. High ball sent in, bounding around. Let's see if Jermina Watnick can go after it. She's going to get it in, into the box. Who's there? Ball still loose. Fighting for it. And the referee calling a foul in the box. And the coach is just livid about that one. Here comes the ball toward midfield. Bicknell, she'll hit it back up. Here comes Jermina Watnick, gets free, working in. That ball back toward midfield. Settled out there by Metzger. And ball taken down. It'll be a kick for Bennett. Let's see if she's in the match. Bennett's not in there. Let's see who the other big foot might be for the team. And they'll put it deep. There it goes. That ball sent in. That's going to be Wilson. who sends it in. She'll come back up. Ball gets loose, and here comes a breakaway. Metzger coming back to Silva, also with her. And De Silva staying right there with her. Let's see if Hannah Warner can get it out quickly. Here we'll check with Nick, our timekeeper, see what we're looking at time-wise. We're in stoppage time right now. Injury time, did not hear how much it was. Obviously the coaches know because they are really screaming for quick play here. Comer working it across. Comer getting it down here on the near side. Get it to Kesterman. Kesterman trying to work it up now. Has to bring it out a ways. Let's see if they can either draw the foul or possibly get a set piece. The ball will go out of play. It'll be a toss in. Still opportunity, 2-2 your score. Ball sent in the left-hand side, fighting for it and going down with it will be Sample. Sample now will come up. Here's a kick. Let's see if they can turn it back around. Coyotes. Gray now sends it back. They're going to try to get it to Warner. She'll put a big foot on it, but misses it. Kind of a whiff there, and now that does not help. Ball sent out now back toward the midfield. Trying to get it deep. Working that ball around. There's a ball that's going to be sent in. Warner's going to get a hold of it. She's going to punt it out of there. And a low ball that's going to scoot down the pitch, and it stops quickly. Here comes a ball through. Let's see if they can get to it. Warner will put it deep again. Ball bounding around now, controlled by Team Chicago. Referee still looking around, checking to see if time was up. Here comes Bicknell, working it up, bringing it forward. Here comes Jermina Watnick. Watnick sending it in toward the top of the box. Let's see what happens in here. A shot over the bar. At the last seconds of this match, we see a shot at just inches over the top of that bar. And let's see, Sample will bring it back out. Referee checking the clock. Let's see how much time is left. Sample will lay it down. Put that ball down, and now the kick. They're waiting and waiting, and finally here's the ball in play. Ball put out toward midfield, now bounding around. That's going to be Anderson. Tries to get it across. It's booted out of there. Booted out nicely by Ruiz. Referee maybe giving a few extra seconds here just see if they can break this tie. Julia Gray now, she'll toss it in. That ball cleared away. Julia will pick it up again, toss it in quickly. She's going to run forward. Here comes a toss, trying to get it into the box. And it's going to be cleared out. Once this ball clears probably midfield, we might hear the whistle. And there's a whistle right there. And it'll be a free kick for Team Chicago. We don't know how much time is left. Checking the clock. Fans over there getting a little restless. And there it is, and that'll be a 2-2 draw. And we'll have to wait to see what happens on the other fields before we know exactly who will go on into this final round, the semifinals, and then on into the championship. Heck of a match here, an opportunity at the end. Coyotes trying hard. They had a blast right at the end, just above the bar. To give the goals to Jermina Watnick and Bicknell, Anderson and Bicknell. On the other side, the goals coming for Kraus as well as Jordan King on the PK. So it's a 2-2 draw here, final game of this 3-day set. And so we will be back with you. Semifinals coming up on Saturday. Friday will be a day off for everyone. So I hope you can check out all the information. Go to usyouthsoccer.org. Get all the information there. It's been our privilege to bring you this match, and you've had the best seat in the house as always. Thank you to Nick Case, our producer. We'll sign off now from Frisco, Texas. John Peters, Nick Case, and crew.